have to like tell us.
I mean, I don't have to, but it's more ethical if I do.
Raspberries.
It's a lot more ethical.
Fucking raspberries.
I look like a raspberry.
Fuck's sake. I was mute the entire time, god damn it.
Hmm.
We're eating raspberries?
no.
Let's do-
If you had raspberry
Raspberry.
juice on you. Oh, now I can full screen this.
Since it's raspberry, can I just go fucking...
Can you blow raspberries?
No?
You just did
Yeah.
one. Well, I can't do them.
Fucking...
You can't do like the.
No.
Oh wait, are we doing the lip or the tongue? I thought it was like.
You can do that.
Either or.
Can't do it.
Oh no, they are farting themselves. What is this stream?
Did you ever do that to yourself as a kid? Like I would do this all the time. I don't know why I thought it was so
Yeah.
cool.
I don't remember.
When I'm saying as a kid, I'm like talking 4 years old.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I did daft things.
Me too.
Did
That
you do
and,
thing were you talking to a fan?
Yeah.
Talking to a fan and you can whisper about it?
That and if I'm riding a bike, I lived on a dirt road and it had a lot of bumps. I'd be like, I used to like go through the alphabet and see what letter sounded the funniest. Landed on G.
I am Robot Man.
Alright, B's and G's, are we ready to dive in?
Yeah, boys.
Almost.
So,
As
Two
ready as I am
sessions
while
ago.
working.
Rob plunged his, or Janus plunged his scarred foot into the muck of the swamp, and his pulse thundered through the mud and attracted the eel, mutant, thrall, vampire creatures to you. You've slain them and sent their souls running to their lair, where you have now tracked them. You descended through this watery portcullis into the weird walls are slick with mud. Above, the water is transparent from below, or is opaque from below. You can see the last bit of the sunlight in the evening trickling down from above. Janus has already found the scattered remains of what seems to be another tracker somewhere. His notes, his journal, his life's work is scattered around here. As you've descended down into this tunnel, the souls that have been chained to you thus far and that have been pulling you in this direction are suddenly the chains break, and the little souls, you can see them, the ethereal souls, you see them for a little bit running deeper into the cave before they vanish. What do you guys want to do?
Well, if I'm picking up these notes, I kind of like did a quick time. It'll take me about 5 minutes to read these, maybe less, because I just read through them right before the session to kind of see how long it would take me to read through them carefully. And if I'm picking them up and carefully taking care of them in order to read them, it'll probably take me about 5 minutes. So I'm going to be doing that until, unless you guys want to pull in a different direction.
Out loud or in your brain?
Normally.
Oh, like on stream for us?
No, like I pick up the papers and clean them off, and Janus starts to read them to himself.
Oh. That would make
I'm
sense.
just, I'm probably just
how-
precipitating everybody. Everybody's muddy.
I know that you had read the first sentence out loud. Would it be possible I would like to kind of go up to you and see if I can look over your shoulder?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Chef, did you confirm that they were in a certain language or not last week?
They're just in common.
Okay.
Just not.
How dark is? Oh, sorry.
Are we
go on.
sorry? Are we single file down this tunnel?
You're kind of just scattered around the entrance.
Oh, we're not even.
Above you, there's a watery, kind of like manhole type of tunnel leading back out.
How dark is it down here?
It's not too dark. The sunlight is filtering down from above. You can see like alligators swimming above you through the swamp, and the muck and mud isn't as opaque as it was from above.
Maybe kind of pretty.
I threw a light rock down here. With light on it, so that should be land.
That's right, I remember.
Your light rock is around your feet right now.
Okay, got it.
Grim rubs his hands together a little nervously. Maybe we should let's get moving.
Yeah. This note
remember
seems
the
very
potions.
important, but maybe not for what we need right now.
Remember the potions I've given Rob and Dali?
Perhaps you can read it around the campfire tonight.
At our earliest convenience, but we do seem a bit pressed.
All right.
May I look for tracks? Only if those cretins actually scurry to a specific location.
I'm gonna kind of
give
like
me a survival.
I'm gonna be like reading this a little bit while we're kind of moving forward at a slower pace, just so that I have this kind of note. And as you're doing tracking, Renok, I'm gonna say these research notes are quite good. If we could find the next bodies of these and collect a sample of their blood, maybe I can study it.
Did they have
21.
blood?
You can't necessarily see footprints. These thralls, after you put them down once, their bodies weren't traveling as humanoid creatures anymore. They were in their quote-unquote mist form and kind of just left a trail through the mud. And so you can follow this little it's like a snake or an eel had slithered, and so that's kind of the track that you're following.
Well, we have a path, as disgusting as it is. If there are narrow pathways that divide
Are
up, at least
we-
we'll know which way to go.
Are we trying to stay quiet so we get the jump?
That might be a good idea. Yeah.
Yes.
So we travel slower when if we're gonna stealth, basically.
Yes.
I suggest we stealth.
I have the map kind of open, but roll 20 on mobile is very janky.
Yeah, it's not advised.
Bloody
Are you guys proceeding to the kind of the next room? The
Pretty
first
much,
room?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
Yeah, very cautiously.
Just give me stealth.
Yeah. 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. You are maneuvering through the mud somewhat efficiently. The next room in this cave, you start to see piles of bodies of like alligators, of small mammals, of other swamp creatures, of all sorts of weird, unidentifiable creatures because they've all been they're all desiccated. They're all are dried out. All of the moisture has been sucked out of them. One of the odd creatures among them is a large bear.
I would like to inspect the bear for bite wounds.
Is this one the actual bear?
Give me an investigation or a medicine.
If this has to do with investigation, I would like to use the feature for Hunter's Bane for intelligence checks or survival in order to or an intelligence ability check to get more information about vampire. Does that apply here?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good, because it's bad. So that'll be a 15 flat.
There's not the bite marks that you would think of a common vampire, but it does have like a rows upon of small little needle prick looking marks across it.
Okay. So same within our experience.
And you also notice that wherever those wounds seem to be, the hair on this bear seems to have be turning stark white.
Huh.
Chef, I had hex on one of those guys before they poofed. Do I still have a sense that I can keep concentration yet, or no? Because I haven't been attacked.
What's the duration on Hex?
It's only 10 minutes.
Concentration?
1 hour.
If you have maintained concentration,
Because they're technically not fully dead, right? Like, it's a weird midpoint, right? Okay. It won't
I
let
think
me.
one will still be hexed.
Yeah, it won't be trackable because it's not Hexblade's Curse, or no, wait, I'm thinking Hunter's Mark. Yeah.
Janus, as you kind of prod this bear a little bit, you notice it has a satchel nestled into its fur.
What's in the bag?
And I'll gingerly pull it off.
Give me a strength check, because this is trapped under a bear.
Sure, this is gonna go well. No, like less than 6.
The satchel is trapped. You can kind of like put your finger in the corner of its pocket, but you can't really get anything out of it.
Alright, Renok.
Yes.
Pull this out. I'll
pull you out.
Pull this satchel off this bear. I'm gonna use my blade to cut it while you pull.
Okay.
Renok, give me a strength check.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Give me a sec. I've loaded up the wrong character. 1 second, please. Wrong Katie.
Got the right day.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, strength check. Ooh, I got a 6. That's
What?
awesome.
6?
Isn't that what Rob just got?
Pretty much.
I got 2 plus 4. That's awful.
Oh, you missed.
You guys are both pushing this. Rob, you're trying to maneuver your knife to get to the satchel, and you can't get it out.
This is just. Ugh.
Yeah, maybe let's leave that.
Can you roll it over instead?
Sorry, what was that, Rob?
I mean,
We
I
roll
could
it
try
over
to push the
instead, or
bear.
like kind of do the thing where we just take an extended amount of time to get it. Is that on the table here? You have to spend
Yeah.
time to get it. Okay. So I'll start carving
You
around it.
just try
I'll just
again.
get my swords out and start spending
Are
time.
you carving into the bear?
Yeah.
How
Or,
long are you
like,
doing this
If
for?
they've got like a satchel's got like a strap, right? I can cut the strap.
Yeah, but the bear's like on the important part. So
okay.
the satchel's free, you just can't get the goods out.
Okay.
Perhaps
Well,
Okay.
maybe we need to roll it.
Okay.
Alright, give me another strength.
I'm gonna give
You
him
wanna do
advantage.
Don't they get like
Okay.
you
Okay.
just roll the same thing over and over?
Let's do this again. 13. I rolled another 2.
Is that with advantage?
That's with advantage. I got a 9 and a 2 plus 4.
Bro. Okay.
Alright, you can you plant your feet, they slip a little bit in the muck, but you manage to get this carcass of this massive bear.
Does he fall
This
over
thing
on
is
his butt? I
so
feel like it
heavy.
should have a
Holy
flat thing.
shit. Is it just
Yes,
bloated
with a
with
flat
water?
thing, you should fall on your butt.
And, you get off the
my butt
satchel.
is fine. Okay, that felt like too much work for this thing. I hope it was worth
Been
it.
here doing it for like. Oh yeah, that was
Yeah, we
that,
had
that was like
to-
half an
While they
hour
were
to an
doing
hour.
this,
sooner.
I was keeping an eye out for the movement down the cave.
This-
Give me a it's not spot, but what is the give me a perception check, Mesh.
Perception, yeah. 17.
Curiosity. Huh.
You hear some movement like water gurgling further down the passageway.
Ugh.
All right, let's see what secrets are in this thing since it's taken us this long to get it out. I'm gonna
Just
open it up.
realized the knot that could have helped as well.
Just watch.
Um,
There.
Yes, I
He's just
commend
been
him to follow
standing
me.
there doing nothing.
He's
There's
following.
another piece of paper. Just one more. And I've posted it in the Discord chat here.
Okay. What's this mean? There's like bits missing.
I'll just read it for the chat because I can't read it. The core of the keepers of the feather have been eradicated. It seems that the vampire bat can fly much faster than the raven. I will miss their steady streams of quality information. Something's missing here. Cannot that I cannot get, perhaps. Something, and then a citadel near the southern waterfalls has been abandoned. A faction is emerging in their place, a group of rabid somethings. Maybe larger is this last word, and creature's den was eradicated. Something pups. The tracks in the cave are obvious. Not many creatures have been as large of a paw print. Maybe this is proportionally sized. Something or someone, was a pack, or rather a tribe. I will try to determine what led them to destroy the something hospitable, excuse me. There are major gaps in these. This is similar to my previous note, but does seem to be separated in content. This reads more like a journal.
Give me an insight to Rob, Janus, if you're comparing the notes.
No.
What was the roll?
It's like 5.
Oh,
Did
it
you read-
continues.
You read all of this out loud? Can I roll insight?
What are you trying to insight, Mesh? Janus,
Uh,
the writing looks like it might have been the same person.
Some of the context, like what were the gaps? Based on the context, could I figure out what the gaps in the information are? What he figured out based on what we're trying to do here.
Okay. I'll see what you can insight based on what you're trying to do here in this note. Roll it.
19.
There's not a lot of strong connections. These mutant vampires aren't mentioned in this note that you are reading. If Rob shares his other notes with you as well,
Yeah, maybe I should read the
things
other notes
described
now,
there-
and we can start making a little bit of a puzzle piece, if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
before we
putting-
advance.
2 and 2 together, the keeper of the fur.
Yes, but these
That we
other
met.
notes are a collective piece that are a bit disjointed. Anyways, I'll let you judge that. All vampires' power is carried through their bloodlines. I have, or maybe IAHA with a long blank, and then the blank ends with an S. Though. Vampires pass on their curse by turning others, and to trace the lineage of those vampires, you must find who turned them. Then the next sentence starts with T and ends with a blank, and then goes to say, perfect lich. Who I something, bemused by my questions and by my search for answers. I have my doubts if she is actually his mother. The blood tests were inconclusive with a bunch of blanks. It burns the testing equipment. The small amount of equipment that I have has been destroyed. I cannot something. And then the last word is impasse. Then the next paragraph starts with S and then ends with cannot leave. Then the next sentence says I must conclude TH something. And then RE is the last letter, last word. Then it says realm. This must also be tying me here. I will send this note to the Discord so you guys have that one now that I've read it.
Thank you.
Then the next note says, I have been tracking what I can only describe as a perfect vampire. I have drawn its blood from every vampire that I have slain. The guild alchemist confirmed my suspicions. They are all sharing a family lineage. A broad family, no doubt, but their roots all tied to the same tree. It is my life's goal to track this corruption to its source. I have killed the smallest tendrils, and now I'm on meteor branches still climbing towards the source. I have found my way into a mysterious valley known as Barovia, and find myself unable to leave the way I arrived. I must be close. I have heard one name repeat, and then there's a blank, and then RAHD, which I can only assume means one name repeated, Strahd. I have fear that these ancient, more powerful vampires will be beyond my strength. So for now, I will study from afar and determine if the something be killed. I will link the second note. The third note has far more blanks. So I'm just going to link this one and you guys can follow along. It's much harder to read on stream. Something is a solitary creature that has ABA something. And then I can assume the last word is maybe soul. And something to the material plane.
Has abandoned humanity.
Maybe it has abandoned its need for the soul is my guess. and something to the material plane. Maybe binding the soul to the plane. Sorry, binding the soul to the plane stops the soul from and mortality. So I'm guessing leaving this world or leaving mortality or leaving immortality could be either. The vessel for Cari something, and then CTERY, which could be phylactery. The Lich without careful something ND over time. They which I can guess is they must something, and then THER, maybe gather. Many liches choose to AB something, and LE vessels.
Abandon? Absorb?
It could be anything. Perfect liches are no longer something. And then LL is at the end there. Soul can act as an extension of the lich or independently. Arch L, which I can assume could be an arch-lich. And then the last word is Ishan, or maybe creation. But immortality can result in wild ranges in the nature of any type of lich. To kill a lich, you must, of course, conveniently missing. And then NY phylactery remain intact. The lich will reform. Liches will defend their something, which I can only assume will be their phylactery. MU, ES is like the kind of blanks, and then delicious finger sandwiches. This does seem to be a disjointed thought, but hopefully it is not about what we had eaten before. And I look very nervously at Grim. I fear I do not have the intent to kill this creature or the means.
That's why you never eat food that's
I get a shiver
given
down
to you
my
by.
spine for some reason.
Out of character, what exactly is a phylactery? Just so we're up to speed.
I want to know phylactery.
It's what a lich uses to store its soul or store his essence, I believe.
I think it
It's
could be
something like if you have to destroy the phylactery to truly
It's their
destroy a lich.
It's their soul battery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think of it like a Copic jar, like in
Canopic, Cari.
Canopic, sorry, in like Egyptian myth where you have the heart in that jar, but in this case it would be like the soul essence that allows the person
I'm not going to
to
say
live
anything because I know way too much about
immortally
them.
in a
stays
separate.
in a jar usually. And they
I
keep in a
mean, we
separate place.
destroyed a phylactery in Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also, it talks a little bit about how something bring with. I think it said a couple times in there.
Wait, we destroyed the phylactery?
They usually
There
don't.
is a couple
bring...
sections of this that reads with a final letter of ND. It could be something that means bind, or send, or find. Like, it could be anything. So now that I've read this, can I basically say that I'm trying to use, like, as a group check to help Mesh insight this, or maybe Maefyre, whichever one of you has a higher insight? It's like maybe fill in the blanks for us.
What are you trying to insight out of this?
I'm just trying to see if we can find any of the missing words to this puzzle, if you will.
Can we do that after we get rid of these spawn?
I don't think this is directly related
Dominations.
to the vampires we're dealing with, so we could do this later.
Yeah.
This is more about who's above these vampires, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, we just need to get
'Cause they said-
little ones out of the way first, basically.
They said something about ancient vampire.
Also, Mesh Chef, is that first note that we got from the thing that says hospitable? Is that supposed to be hospital?
Which note?
The one that you typed up a second ago into our chat. The final
Which-
word. It says led them to
It is
destroy the
not-
blank.
Hospitable.
It is or is not?
It is hospitable.
Okay, thank you.
Did I not copy the full thing?
No, you did. I was just wondering if it was a typo, if it's supposed to be hospitable or if it's supposed to be hospital, because I misspoke when I was writing or reading it. All right. Well, maybe we just need more information if you would like. Other than that, we can go from there. But this does seem to be very interesting. And as I'm reading kind of the notes, I'm looking at Chamilla quite often, specifically on certain notes.
She looks very deep in thought, like she's trying to put puzzle pieces together, and this is something very important to her.
So I have a couple of
Why is it
practical
not
question.
so big?
It's like how far have we walked into, like, approximately how far are we inside this tunnel?
Not too far. You're maybe 30 feet into the cave, kind of in the first opening.
Okay.
I'm also just
Well,
like finishing the note. I hack blood like from my stomach, just kind of just vomit.
Nice. Well, I'm sorry you're so unwell.
Sorry, I moved you to the wrong page, and I cannot fix it. Try.
It's okay. We'll just do Theatre of the Mind. I can use Eyes of the Grave if I'm within 60 foot of any undead. But I do not know how deep this tunnel is.
Does it last?
You are within 60 feet of undead.
I am within 60 feet of undead.
Well then.
Okay. Yeah, that isn't. Yeah, if they're not behind total cover or not protected. Yeah, this is like a turn thing. It doesn't. It hasn't got a time limit. It's like a turn thing. It lasts until your next turn. It says.
Yeah, you only get so many uses a day.
Yeah, 3 per long rest. So I've marked off 1. Okay, so we're very. They're nearby basically. We're very close. I think we should prepare.
Do you have the steak?
We made them on the way.
Yeah, does everyone have one?
We whittled.
Does everyone have
That's
one?
actually what I wanted to ask that earlier because Chef told us that we could make an improvised one. I just wanted to like clear up. Can we say that we did that on the way, each of us?
Yep, you can have an improvised steak each.
Yay! Do we add that?
I don't think
I'm just gonna write it on a paper.
We're gonna use it immediately, aren't we?
Pretty much.
It's not gonna stay in our inventory.
So, Chef, I was wondering, can Divine Sense pinpoint exactly where the undead are within the 60 feet, or do we just know they're generally within 60
It
feet?
says exactly what it'll find. Renok just says.
Within 6 feet. Yeah.
We know they're down there. We saw their souls go down there.
I just want to like pinpoint, you know?
Oh, well, spells that do that.
I mean, that just tells us that they're like really close, basically. Closer than I thought. Anyway, I thought they were like way further down, but
Okay.
Yeah.
seems not.
Are you guys ready for some light? We just go in there blazing.
Yeah. Can we ready ourselves with?
Are we starting to make to get
No.
an
What are we
advantage?
doing?
or
They're
are we
close
just
within
rushing
60
it?
feet. We just need it's go time.
It's go time.
Let's go.
We just need to move
just
quickly. We want to eliminate them as fast as we can.
Just gonna go. We're just gonna no.
They're vulnerable right now.
build
We are
up.
not.
Yeah.
Just going in.
I
need to.
quite agree.
Alright,
It's like it's go time. Blood.
It's go time.
I'm feeling very ill.
I've
Like,
given
yeah,
you
It's go
guys.
time. Like breaks against the wall. Like oh god.
Let's do this before.
Reminder,
Janus gets any
Rob and
worse.
Dally, you guys have some potions that I've given you. Check if you want to use them before the fight.
Also, don't forget the stake needs to be pierced in the heart.
Got it.
In the heart. Do they have
Yeah.
the heart in the regular place, or is it somewhere else?
Where you
They-
think they're
Keep staking it until it's dead.
Like on the left side of
That's
their
a good
chest?
question.
The
I would
only
assume
thing,
so.
The only thing to worry about is as long as you get them here and here or here or here, you
Well,
should be
no,
fine.
they do bring up a good point though, because they had an unusual anatomy.
Yeah, they've got like suckers on their. Like,
I'm gonna assume left.
Just cut them up until you
And-
find it.
So
Okay.
they're right.
Yeah, just pierce them in the left side of the
Our
chest.
right. So we should go
That's-
hit them on our right. Their left
Sure.
is our right.
Let's go.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull my swords out. They are very bright light for 20 feet, and then I'll rush in with Renok as soon as he's ready to go.
Wait.
One sec.
No, this is like a
What?
preparation moment. That's a preparation moment. So.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to open my fucking character.
Okay. We'll go together whenever we're ready.
Stop.
We're just getting into formation. Nothing
Wait.
more.
Are you trying to inspire me? How dare you?
Yeah, I am actually.
Mateo.
Renok and
Hi.
Janus. Yeah, both get bardic inspiration. I wink flirtatiously at both of you, and you feel a little more powerful, and it's a little confusing for you.
Oh.
I throw up.
That's fine. It's not the first time.
Inconsequentially.
I have my sword ready, and now I'm unsure of how to hold it while looking at you.
I'm a lefty, and I'm using a right grip for some reason.
I'm just gonna stand in the background and go.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
That's my whacking stick.
I'm holding a.
I'm ready.
We're just gonna run in and see what we can see the next room quickly.
I dropped my sword.
I've tried to reveal the map here. I don't know if it worked at all.
Yes, it has.
So there's a first room that just had a large pool of water.
Yeah.
This isn't my map. I stole this. This is someone from Patreon, but this is this first room was the one with all the bodies.
And the bears and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you're now kind of rounding the passageway to the second area. As you turn the corner, you arrive into a room that has a deep basin that sinks deeper into the earth, like 10 feet deep, with steep sloped sides that are, barely holding their form. You can just see like mud slipping up and down them. You imagine it would be very difficult to get up and down this terrain.
Oh, no.
At the bottom of this pit, you see a bunch of creatures just swirling in the muck like a primordial spawning pool. And there's 5 of them down in that pool of muck.
They look like tadpoles.
Chef, I told him no, it's good to follow me and to attack what we attack.
I actually freaked out when I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a monster! Oh, no, it's just a Nothic.
Sorry, I forgot to put the token on. Just we ignore that for now.
Helper, Nothic. Helper.
So, are we getting the impression that this is the end of the road as far as this chamber is concerned?
Yeah, this is the end of the passageway. The creatures, something is moving in the bottom of this pit.
If they're all gathered together, I can stun them all before we hit them if we want.
Yeah.
How far away from them are we? I just want to make sure people can get there.
You're close. You're like standing around this pit up on the ridge.
I'll sheath one of the swords and grab the stake. Everyone grab a stake.
When we're ready, I'll shoot a stun shot in there.
Okay, so they're below us?
Yeah.
Very abruptly, there's an explosion of muck and mud as all of the creatures leap. But they leap in random directions, some closer to you than others. They are not attacking. They seem to be running. And you can see a wild panic in their eyes.
Now you want to run now that your mortality is in jeopardy.
Is there a couple groups together?
Something else?
Yeah, you can still launch a flashbang off. We're going to be doing this a little bit more theater of the mind, so...
Yeah, I can't see anyway.
Can I make an insight check to see if these are our spawns or if these things are like running from something else?
You would have chains connecting to them, I guess.
The chain snapped when you entered the lair. Yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay, I use my Chamilla dice.
And then give me a roll on the flashbang.
Got a Chamilla die.
Is it a roll?
I like my
What I
Camilla
can't
dice.
fucking remember.
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah, duh.
Roll that 20.
I'm
I did.
holding
She
Eldritch
did.
Blast
You did.
She crit.
on
Okay.
the flashbang.
Camilla, these things are terrified of you all. They are trying to run for their lives. They understand their mortality is at question. They see the stakes in your hands.
Oh.
They are terrified.
Camilla, stand or should we fight?
Oh, let's get
And
him.
what was the attack on the flashbang?
8.
8. I would say you kind of launch this, and about 2 of them are in range of this. I kind of assume it goes off pretty quickly here, and they're like, they start to screech, blinded by this light, and slide back deep into the muck at the bottom of this pit, and just kind of thrash around their tentacle arms wrapped around their heads.
Okay, so we're too far to stake them then. They're not near. We're not like within 5 feet. Any within 5 feet.
Some of them seem to be like climbing the wall, trying to climb the walls to get into the muck above.
I'm gonna shoot the ones trying to climb the walls. Eldritch Blast.
And then I will sink the first one I can.
If we're, I don't know if we're in. Can I try to do fairy fire before you shoot so that that'll give them a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Renok, if you need to, hold them.
I'm gonna do fairy fire in the area, and they will need to make a Dex 15.
They all fail, so they are illuminated by this.
Pink and sparkly.
You are getting the impression it's very easy to hit these creatures in their present weakened state.
Can I quickly do a check if there are any other obvious exits that they can run out of aside from where we came from?
We're trying to get.
You kind of look up and can see the underside of the water. You wonder maybe they could get through that.
Right. Okay.
Around the perimeter, there's only like one small nook to the northwest. Otherwise, it looks like a solid.
If it looks like they're weak, I'll just shoot them until they can't move, or like pin them down with a crossbow shot, or tell other people to
just run in.
shoot them, or
I think
run
we
at them
have.
and stab them in the chest.
We had the fairy fire go off, and then we had Besh's attack, and then Janus said he was going to try to stake some things.
I'm gonna stake
So I was
one
going to
and
try to go
put
with
some blood in there.
order.
Chef, how easy are they to hit? Is a 9 gonna hit? Because I rolled double 3s.
Yes, these things are not paying attention to you. They're not trying to avoid the attacks. So your shot picks 2 of them off the walls, and they roll damage.
There's my D10. Yeah. Plus 2, that's 5 damage.
On both of the shots?
There was one shot only.
Oh, you're okay. So 5 damage on the shot. You knock it off the wall, and it like holds its wound.
Do I get
It is.
Do I get to know which one is my hex target? I could roll the hex damage also.
Yeah, roll the hex damage. You can shoot that.
2 more damage.
Okay. This thing falls off the wall onto its knees in the muck, and is holding its wound and puts its hand to get together like it's begging for mercy on its knees and crawls its way towards Janus.
Oh, hell no.
I'm just gonna do a quick flourish with the stake. I'm just gonna jam it in there, and as I do, I'm gonna basically try to lift the back of them with a vial, and I'm gonna stake their heart and get the blood from the heart to go into a vial and hold it. It's almost like, think of it like this is trying to go through them, and then the stake is gonna cork the vial. Just like,
I saw that in a Supernatural episode. That was so sad.
There's a screeching sound as this being's mortal coil is severed permanently, and it slumps in front of you, all of the other creatures are watching this happen, and their terror redoubles. One begins to sprint by Renok and Maefyre. You can try to respond to this one that's trying to run past you guys.
I got one. Well, hang on, I haven't done yet. Can I? I've not done any action. I haven't done any action at all. I've got.
We're not in turn order.
Not in a turn order.
Yeah.
All right, we're not in a turn. We're not in a turn order, but I've literally done nothing. Everyone else.
You can, because he said that he's running past you, so you can take an attack.
Hold on.
Can I attack with the stake?
You might want to let me. Okay, that's fine.
What? I'd let you do what?
I was gonna ask them I was going to tell my Nothic to restrain him so one of us can just stab him straight up.
You can do it. You can do. I thought it was 2 running past. Is it 2 running past us or 1?
It's 1.
One right now.
1. Okay. Go on.
I tell you what. Then I tell the Nothic to restrain him.
Yeah. Make a grapple check on the Nothic.
Okay. Let me just check the Nothic. Shoot, what is a grapple check?
Strength.
Athletics.
40. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 20. So I got 19.
Your Nothic leaps onto this thing, pins it down, and does the thing where it lifts its head up in the air by its hair and has its arms pinned behind its back.
Maefyre, now!
Okay, I stake the creature. Do I have to like roll that? What do I roll for damage?
It's a pretty free, so you can jam this stake directly where its heart you think it is. But something odd happens here. Is this creature isn't weakened enough, and so you drive the stake in, it just kind of screeches and thrives, or thrashes around with this thing sticking out of him, and then as its life force is drained again, you see similar to what happened the first time you killed it. Its soul transforms into a ball of muck, drops into the mud all around your feet, and it slithers back into the spawning pool.
Ooh, interesting.
What you would kind of know is these creatures have a little bit of health, and they need to be at 0 to kill them permanently with the snake.
Okay.
Does this mean they're no longer fairy fired, or when they respawn, they respawn in the fairy fire?
You have a clear indicator on all of them. The fairy fire only disappears when they are dead. So 4 of them are still have life.
Okay.
Renok, I still want to give you a primary attack here, if you want to take a turn.
Right. What I'm gonna do is one of the creatures on who are hanging up high, I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at it.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Day 20. Oh, hell yeah. And
all right.
And it's damage is 14.
14.
Your beam blows a hole in this creature, and it again falls into a ball of muck, and it slithers back into the bottom of this pit that's probably 10 to 15 feet below you.
Does it need to be in a corporeal form for us
really
to stake it, or can it be that ball of muck?
You can stake once it's back in the spawning pool here, you can see a figure laying in the muck with just its tentacles swirling in the disturbed waters. So there's 2 now at the bottom of this basin just laying still.
Can I dagger throw my stake into one of them?
In a moment, I'm going to let the other 3 try to survive. They are now avoiding Janus. One that is like has its arms out, like it's like cautiously approaching, like it means you no harm, kind of just like approaching tentatively. Renok, it's approaching you, and it like drops to its knees and continues to crawl forward, arms like pressed together in the praying for mercy. The other two are they move close together and seem to be conspiring.
We've already
like
killed
going,
one, right?
They just
Okay.
doing like this.
Janice did it.
After
Killed. There's
killed
two
one.
bodies.
Two are bodies just floating in the bottom of this pool.
Okay.
Alright, did I miscount?
You
Wait,
know
so we
what?
had
We'll just say
six.
there's a sixth
we
one.
killed one, and two of them are floating in the.
One of the ones that's floating from the flashbang is the one I killed. He flashbanged 2 into the pool. I got that one.
No, you killed the one that I dropped from the ceiling, I think.
I'm confused now.
Well, there should
Yeah.
be 3 that are up and 2 that are lying in the bottom.
Yeah,
of the
I miscounted here, so
Okay.
that's part of the confusion
Okay.
here. Is there's one dead,
So I
2
got-
in the pool,
Got it.
1 kneeling in front of Renok, and a 5th that is
On the
not
ceiling?
conspiring with anyone. He's just looking around, panicked.
When I look at him, does he look as damaged as the one that the nothing grappled?
You can still see the fresh wounds of the previous combat encounter on it, but he seems to have some hit points, some life left in it.
Okay, in that case, I am going to.
Knock it on. Knock. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna thrust my giant sword right through him so I can actually pin him down and motions to anyone who can hear me. Finish it. So it can't run away.
Give me an attack roll.
Be
I
good.
want to do something with the ones in the pool after this.
I got 7. Oh wait, I have bardic inspiration. Can I roll again?
You roll a you roll
7
his
is gonna
inspiration
hit.
die.
It's a D6 anyway. It's a plus D6.
Ah, then I'll leave it.
What
there
did
for
what
now.
did Chef say though?
A 7 is going to hit regardless.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. And I'm trying to
you
pin
stab
it
your
down.
sword straight to
Yeah.
this creature, all the way to the hilt. Your blade sinks into the mud behind it as well, and you kind of can stomp on the pommel of your sword, just nailing it to the floor. It just thrashes around. Its hands kind of wrap around your feet, just trying to weakly throw you off. This one looks like it's ready to be killed.
Can I just
I'll
get it out of its misery?
Um,
So just.
no, needs to be someone else.
All right, fine. All right.
I'll like. Can I throw the stake like a dagger into it?
Into the one that Renok has pinned? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a throwing attack.
Sure is a nat 20 for no reason. Oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind. That was a 1. You think I have advantage?
You launch your stake, and it impacts into this creature pretty firmly, but it looks like it could use another stomp or 2 to seal the deal. This thing is at death's door, a stake on top of its heart.
So it needs another hit. Is this the one that I've stuck my stake into already? So it's the stake is sticking out of it.
The one that you stuck your stake into still had enough health so that you basically killed it again, and it went back into its survival form.
Oh, okay.
And so it's slithered. It's one of the bodies at the bottom of the pool now.
Okay,
I
so
think
I don't have my stake anymore.
that's where I'm at because you use the stake where you're at Maefyre. So Janus
Yeah.
will just be like, Maefyre, send it over here. I'll catch it and pin him. So
Send it over.
basically, or throw your stake to me, and I'll catch it and hit him. So I'll finish the one
pull
you.
it out. I'll have to pull it because I put it in the
It's in the
I
muck
wanna do
now because it's
something
already gone.
I want to do something in the muck.
Yeah, I've got to pull the stake out and throw it to you then.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Okay, so
I
this
walk
little
up-
halfling tries to pull the stake out.
I walk up to the muck and use frostbite on one of the guys in the muck. They make a con 14 save, to try and basically freeze their tentacles in the muck.
These bodies that are just like unconscious in the muck, you can just do whatever you want to them. So you can freeze the muck all around them. So yeah, they're now completely immobilized in this pit of filth.
All right, guys, come and get some. You guys, I would probably be a bit more aggressive. Let's say, what would I say? I would say, where was your mercy on the victims you had before? And then step on one of their tentacles and stab them in the heart.
You feel its soul depart this world.
The mercy that we give is your mortality being finished. You are no longer being controlled. And I stake the next one.
So you two are now at the bottom of this pit, staking these two immobile ones?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it with
Okay.
Mesh then, if Maefyre's struggling to pull their stake out.
Well, I didn't know if it was a strength check or something. Can I just put it out, or is there a strength check, or what? I don't know.
Am I close enough to grab her and just help her pull her out?
Yeah, can Renok help me?
Goldy, your foot is on this one is thriving against your blade on the ground still with its stake right by its heart. Either one of you could finish the job here.
All right, in that case, I'm just gonna be good riddance and just take out the stake which I've been holding on until my hilt and just stab him as hard as I can.
You end this one's existence, and it is limp under your blade.
Good.
There is one remaining, and it slithers through the muck quickly, and is kind of Maefyre and Chamilla are kind of together at the back of this cavern, and it on its knees it kind of hisses and tries to speak, but it's like a gurgling noise. You can make out just one word. It's just tries to say mercy, and it
Do we want to tie it up?
it like is on its knees and then puts its face like in the muck, puts its arms like above its head. It kind of looks like it's bowing.
But why should we spare this abomination?
Information.
Who turned you?
You can clearly speak. And if someone,
Clearly,
any mages
Right.
here, can we read
it
minds?
has any
Can we-
intelligence at all.
I will try to
It has
intimidate
plenty
it
of intelligence.
with.
I say
The
we
way
do
they
it
attacked us
right
was
now.
very-
It's up to Maefyre and Chamilla what they want to do with this one.
Okay.
I think that Camilla's kind of, and ever since that Janus read the notes up there, she's been a little spaced out. I think she's kind of spaced out, kind of staring, not necessarily at it, but almost just through it.
So she's kind of not really playing as much.
And she's like trying, she's definitely putting like you in between her and Renok.
Awemei?
Do you
Yeah.
say anything to Maefyre?
No, it's just gonna be all body language, like.
Okay, so. fine.
Maefyre, this one turns its attention to you, and again just mercy.
So
Oh, so you said it was bowing?
It's-
it's heads down or like
Yeah, it's like it face first down in this muck on its knees,
Groveling. Okay.
groveling.
Groveling. Yeah, so Camilla's kind of like you said, she's a bit behind me. This thing's in front of me, and I think we all know what Maefyre wants to do. I'm going to put it out of its misery. The only mercy it gets is that its soul will be able to depart this world. You get
Give me.
mercy on that.
How are you gonna do it?
Because I don't have my stake, I'm going to whip out my. What's this thing I have? I have a little hand axe. And I'm just gonna hack at its head. but like because I'm not very strong,
Alright, give me an attack roll.
it's gonna take a few blows. Like hold on, one second. I can find the attack. Did it roll? I rolled a 22 to hit. 22 to hit.
You basically chop off both of its arms and then kick it in its face, and it transforms into its like little mud ball form. It slithers. Its body appears next to the other ones at the bottom of the muck pit.
Just stomp on the sluggy thing when it's trying to escape. On the little sluggy bloody thing. Like that. With my little stubby halfling foot, can I do that?
Yeah. Who wants to finish the last one off?
I'm gonna pick it up from the muck. Just pick it up.
What, squish it in one hand? What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna pick it up.
This armless creature is unresponsive right now. It's basically at 0 HP at death's door.
I wanted.
Is it basically a slime?
It sounds like a slime.
Its body is mushy.
So
This is
so Janus is gonna grab it basically by the scruff of the neck, kind of thing, like a dog. He's gonna bring it over and throw it in front of the people that haven't finished one yet.
Ew,
And say,
why did
make
you
your
post
choice.
that Goldy?
Because that's what you were doing.
I'm gonna throw it in front of Chamilla. Say, make your choice.
Chamilla. There is a
Snap out of it.
limp, armless body in front of you.
I kind of look at you strange, like,
Do you want to question this later, or do you want to kill it now? That's your choice.
sure, and she'll blink and be like, yeah, and stab it in the heart.
You finish this last creature off, and its mortal coil severs, and there's a kind of a heaviness in this cavern that lifts, as if there's some kind of curse that was affecting this area. And as it lifts, go ahead.
I was just gonna, I didn't mean to, I just wanted to be like, after I stabbed it, she's just gonna like whip and look to Janus and say, I don't know what you mean by make your choice. I never didn't want to kill them. My choice was to kill them from the beginning.
Then why did you falter? He's almost like confused now that you actually killed it.
Someone's a little defensive.
Yeah.
What was
Why
the
wouldn't he
point
be
of
defensive? He was coming after me.
Chamilla? You froze. What's the meaning of this?
I wasn't in the battle. My mind was somewhere else. I was distracted.
Kind of just stands there a little dumbfounded.
And I wasn't focusing.
Can't roll insight checks on each other.
I know you're not allowed to, but I am actually okay with you guys doing that for me.
Alright, roll an insight to try to understand what Camilla's motives were.
You're letting him do it?
Depending on like what you roll, I'll like explain a little bit more of like maybe what you see that she's actually doing.
18.
Okay. You can see she is nervous around Renok. And she is backing away from you guys, and something about like she hasn't had a problem with killing anybody before, but something about how these specific vampire spawn were killed is messing with her psychologically. The stake specifically to the heart and the guiding bolt that Renok cast really messed with her and made her fear more so for her life than not wanting to kill them.
So the curse, there's a heaviness in the air is lifting. And all at once, Maefyre's book kind of flies out of her bag. The pages flip open all at once. Messages start to get sent to everyone in the party.
No.
And a voice kind of rings out, just like, "You are in my domain now." It will take a second to get these messages sent out, but there's going to be eldritch messages kind of being sent to each of your minds.
Oh, even the non-eldritch touched ones?
Yes.
Unless you count Edda.
Is it getting beamed into our minds? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, some of these messages are going straight into your minds. Others are going, like, out of the book. As if the book is speaking to you. This book, another, deep, resonating voice. You have your 3 questions. What are they?
I can't think of anything. You're on the spot. I can't think of anything.
The 3 eldritch touched can ask a question, by the way, not just
Okay.
Chamilla.
Someone else.
But you
someone
guys
else-
kind of understand that you could direct your other questions through these 3. So if you ask nicely, Maefyre can ask a question for anyone.
Someone think of a good question.
Excuse me.
Like, for example, is there like where's the head lich or whatever? Isn't that like the leader of these things? Is it the same thing?
Are you asking if the leader is the same as
the thing?
the leader of this?
Yeah, like the thing that was in the note. No, not the. I don't know what the fuck this book is, but where the leader of the, in the note, was it referring to the leader of these things?
You can sense this. The book is disgusted, and if it could, it would spit. It just says no.
Okay, so this message I've got directly into my head.
Yes.
Okay, if I've got that message, then Maefyre is going to be very, 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 very conflicted, and her instinct is not to listen to what it's saying. It's not to obey it. To disobey.
I think if we need to ask questions to this thing, one of them might be, is it responsible for Strahd's demise? That might be a question to ask. Who is it?
The Eldritch touched our mesh made by our Grim. So Grim, is this your question?
No, I'm
Is your
talking out loud
question-
to the group.
Your what?
I'm talking out
You're
loud
trying
to
to
the
figure
group.
out what
Because
question.
we're told we
okay.
have 3 questions. They need to be used.
I mean, that's a really
Do
good
I
question.
get a sense that this is like a mental question, or do I need to write it down again?
You can ask the group. You can workshop it.
No, I mean, to the book? Am I supposed to write it down, or is it like a mental telepathy?
The book is talking to you right now.
Okay, so it's an out loud thing. Okay.
Yeah.
She wanted to know what Madame Ava, or sorry, not Madame Ava, what the Admiral's ability was. She wanted to know what the name of the other faction was.
Ooh, what's her face?
Okay, here we go.
Saga.
She wants to know the source of his Admiral's power. Is she joining a faction in this war? And then that was when she was talking to Mesh, when she was talking to Maefyre about her book, she asked, to connect with where is it? Mesh, he doesn't know his patron's name. He also... Maefyre's book is an heirloom. She's been... Is it before this? I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the notes. Oh, here we go. Because she warned us to pick our sides carefully. Seek out bodies of water, which we did earlier. But she wants to know... Bring her what the waters tell her. Once the barriers between the worlds, Maefyre must tell her what the masters from beyond ask. Do things seem... Yeah, and she had also mentioned she wants to know what the other faction's name is.
So one of those. Which one of those is the most pressing?
I just had the stupidest idea. I just want to be like a psychologist and be like, tell me about your childhood.
I don't know if that's gonna...
And whatever the reply is, always just say, and how does that make you feel?
Yep.
We should ask an
I
open-ended
realize
question.
now I duplicated Chamilla in Maefyre, so Chamilla, let me send you something.
Wait, duplicated?
Wait,
I had the same message for... I had
Oh,
Maefyre's
okay.
for both of you, so I need to write one quick.
Gotcha.
Oh,
My bad.
for...
Everyone should have gotten your messages except for Chamilla.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet.
We should ask about the organizations that we're uncovering or potentialities with the Lich.
Yeah, and the Keepers of the Fur.
Keepers of the Feather as well.
Feathers.
What do you gain out of giving us all these hints and powers?
The book.
Yeah. The
Do you want
entity in
that
the
to be?
book.
Do you want that to be a question? That's
What do you
asked?
gain from
Yeah.
helping us?
Yeah, that's it.
What do you gain?
Do you guys want to ask that as one of your 3 questions?
I mean, I'm not Eldritch Touch. It's up to those 3.
Yeah, I like this. I like the phrasing of that too.
Maefyre agrees to the question.
So the question is, who do I serve?
Well, I think.
No, what do you
Mesh
gain
said,
from?
What do I gain?
Yeah.
I gain allies.
Allies.
That doesn't answer the exact question, but well played.
I just said allies against some.
Yeah,
against
allies to
something.
do what? That was the question.
But how many questions have we had? 2.
2 more.
You have used 2 questions.
If you
What was the
answer
first
that, it's the last
question?
one.
I don't remember, but I thought you had used 1.
What was the first one?
Okay, just one. You have 2 questions. I don't remember.
Did Maefyre ask a question?
Depends what it is.
No, we were workshopping it, and Dally said he was just talking to the group, not.
Oh, right.
actually asking
Okay.
the
Dallan, do you have any ideas? Grim, excuse me. Grim, do you have any ideas? Do you want to ask it?
Thoughts that I have are that these vampires were here. They made this their realm, their little lair. They seem tentacly and eldritch touched, which might be because they were being used to seal something here, given that this book opened up. So the question might be, is who tried to seal you here? My other question that I can think of is who... not Curse of Strahd. That's too vague. Who bound or who killed Strahd? Or maimed or hurt him? Those would be the other questions. Or how?
I think who would
Because
probably be more
if I
valuable.
remember correctly,
Who would probably be?
At least for
Baba
now.
Lysaga knows who, but not how.
But she won't tell us.
Or how, but not who? Let me look at my notes.
I think she also kind of gave us the idea that that wasn't like something that we really needed.
Yeah.
And the question is, did she send us here to kill these vampires to break the seal as well? Not a question for the book, but a question overall.
Well, Janus,
did she send us here on purpose to break a seal?
Janus could also suggest here, he'll say like, we could also ask the book what happened when we broke the curse against these 5. What is the result?
Janus, give me an insight.
God, you ask me to do such
And
bad
you can
checks
use
all the time.
your tracking.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's the insight skill specifically, or do you want me to use my religion or investigation history arcana?
You have the Bloodhunter tracking thing. That would be fair here.
Right, but it can apply to any intelligence check or survival.
Give me just a flat intelligence then and apply it.
Okay, in that case, that'll be a 15.
You would know that a vampire's lair is unique, is special to them. That it's where their bodies return to once you've effectively killed them the first time. Once all of the vampires, it's desecrated. It's a desecrated location, and so you felt that desecration lifting. That desecration might be blocking other things from viewing or seeing this area, and you can kind of connect the two, that killing the vampires unblocked something that is now able to see.
Okay. I'll share that with the group just in short to kind of keep things moving. We could, this is a bit of a stretch, and I don't know if the book would want to answer this, but just asking the book if it is a phylactery might be valuable.
Remember, it has masters. So...
What does?
The book has masters.
That's the first I've heard of it.
No, I just tried to remind you that Baba Lysaga asked Maefyre, even now, she knows the book is struggling against the barriers here, trying to reach out to its masters. And she asked the connection to its masters is stronger at the water. So it has master. There is an entity here that is struggling from the world beyond. This book is a bridge between the world beyond and its masters. So who are its masters? What is their name?
That seems like more valuable information.
Ooh.
We could ask that.
What is your question?
Is it possible to, like, do you guys think that we could ask the book to do something for us instead of asking a question? Like, for example, fill out the notes that we found?
I feel like the book has a mind of its own as opposed to just being a more of a computer. It probably won't just outright, but it's worth asking.
Yeah, I think it only has information that it has gotten from somewhere else. It
Well,
wouldn't
then-
have information we just discovered that is incomplete.
What do you think, if we were to ask it if we can trust Baba Lysaga while we're here?
That's a fair question.
I mean, that's
Is it
something that
kind of-
Maefyre is very wary of when we were asked to do something with your book by her specifically.
I think the book has certain information rather than being, like you said, like just an all-knowing being.
Mhm.
Where
think
did
it's
you
got
get this
certain
book again,
information.
Maefyre?
It was a family heirloom.
Okay.
Does it have a name?
The name is the title you see on the cover, which, for your information, is what have I written down? Hang on. It's a guide to the proper identification of fungi for medicinal purposes. Is what the title says.
Proper
Oop, I muted,
guide
sorry.
for...
A
What was
guide
it, one more time?
for
I got I'll copy and paste it into the
okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Would it be worth asking the identity of the book itself?
Its true title, maybe?
Or name.
Or maybe
I've
the
asked-
master of the book?
I've asked and have not received that information myself.
Oh. Okay.
It's clear though this entity has information that's would be otherwise unbeknownst to me and apparently other people now.
I had a thought. It would be a selfish one. Well, never mind.
You can't just lead us on like that and then hide it.
Don't say
No.
something like that and then withdraw your fault. Please tell us.
What about something obscure, like where is the closest item that can help us achieve our goals?
No. He's not getting away with this.
What was you going
What
to
was
say?
that?
Grim.
Well, since Baba felt the need to let you all know that I have amnesia, I don't actually know my name.
Whatever your name is, young man, tell us what you were going to say.
That's the question.
his name.
That's extreme. You are not doing that. That's not.
Would you
use
rather
this
know your
information
name
for-
now or
for our
later?
purposes. Whether you know your name or not, it doesn't help us do anything.
What
That's an
about the
idea.
question of where your memories are located?
Or how to get them back.
How to get them back is a much more difficult thing. I think if they're located within him, that's a start. Whereas if they're located without him, then we have a follow-up question we can ask.
I think a stronger question at the end of the day is we have, well, I don't trust Strahd, given who he is and the history he has. Asking a question about him and giving him information, because he doesn't know. We could ask a question about the time between Strahd's memories. Because he just remembers sitting in his castle and then being how he is. If we ask that, we have information and help and something else. So it is a question that can get us something immediately.
You can.
But that's just a thought.
It's a fairly logical path of thinking, and I would like to know the answers to myself. I don't blame you for answering the question. I personally don't think you'll get an answer for the book from this book, but you can try.
Who's asking the question? I feel like
I've
they
done
want.
mine. Grim is left and Maefyre is
Grim.
left.
Yeah.
Do we still have 2 questions?
You
Yeah.
still have 2 questions.
Oh my god.
While I'm
Yeah,
more than
that's
happy
good.
to assist you in asking your questions, the questions were addressed to you, Maefyre and Grim, so you shouldn't be the ones to decide.
Well then, I'm going to ask. What happened to cause Strahd to be in this state?
In this realm, there must be a ruler, a Dark Lord. That ruler is bound. Their existence is bound to the existence of this plane. The only way to truly destroy the Dark Lord is to destroy the plane.
Destroy a plane of existence. That seems easy. I didn't think there would be a good answer, but there you go.
There is
I see.
another way.
Yes.
Well, go on then. Spit it out.
Listen to the question.
I see the other way, I think. Do you want me to... Is Grim specifically smart? Am I being...
It's Grim smart. Wouldn't you know?
That's that question. He's got +2. Nah, that's fine. I think that in the answer it said that there must always be a lord, a dark lord. So either destroying the plane or replacing him would be the answer. Out of character, the Davy Jones part of the ship, part of the crew, the Flying Dutchman must always have a captain thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I'm very I'm confused.
I was thinking of World of Warcraft. Or what is it, the Lich King?
I'm satisfied with that answer. I think Maefyre does have the last question to ask, if you wish.
Maefyre.
What happens to the people if we destroy the plane, and how do we destroy the plane?
Well, hang on, it's not your question.
I'm giving ideas.
Can Maefyre answer a question privately to the book? Chef.
If you want to ask a question privately, you can send it on chat. And I've pinged everyone here, but the book is talking with all of you in your minds, answering more questions than these three big questions that you have. So smaller things are being trickled.
Okay, well, Maefyre has a question for the book.
I assume that my Nothic is just scratching its butt this entire time.
Yeah. Scratching its butt and then like sniffing its fingers.
It's a monkey.
Are there any other questions?
Can I ask any other questions?
Interesting.
Is there anything more useful in the immediate vicinity that we could find? Something simple.
Is that the questions?
Options for questions
I don't know.
left. Have all three been asked?
Just
You have two questions, two big questions left. Two group questions.
Did mine not count about Strahd?
Was that just the first?
Mine was the first.
Mesh is the first one.
Okay, so you have one question left.
I thought Maefyre said that she wanted to do it privately. Is that different?
I
Public question?
Or is it a small question that you answered there?
Maefyre's just answering questions regardless, by the way. She doesn't care whether she's using up the group question. So
I will tell you if you're using up the group question before giving the answer.
Should we ask? I think we might still ask about the seal on it, who put the vampires here, if it was on purpose or anything like that.
Oops, sorry.
Because if the seal is meant to tap down a connection or something like that, finding out who did it might be important. Because all spawn come from a bloodline, right? We just read that. So, whose were these? And who put them here might be.
I like that question.
It's a good question,
I would
Grim,
like
but
to
I
know
also
that. I would
have
like
their
to know
blood
that.
that I can check now.
Yeah, but we don't know who we can track. It would be nice to know who actually turned them and who is the brood leader.
Did we connect the dots about the keepers of the feathers being the bodies we found so far? Or is that like up in the air?
You had an insight of like 19 over 19 earlier to connect the dots about them. You would kind of surmise that there are separate factions here between that and what Peya told you. There was a Keepers of the Feather, which Strahd said he had eradicated, and then there seems to be a group called the Keepers of the Fur.
I'm also talking about what our old characters' dead bodies are. Are they the Keepers of the Feather? Did we connect that?
Sorry, what was that?
Our other campaign bodies, are they the Keepers of the Feathers? Did we connect that?
The summer songs.
The Songs of Summer are mostly just flavor. They have no real impact on the story.
Okay, so the feathers thing is just...
They died for nothing.
I will sit here and say nothing about the Keepers of the Feathers since my character in the other campaign is a member of that faction.
Obviously, we're not going to, air out all of our dirty laundry, but there is an information that I think might be relevant to some of the things we've read. The Driscoll family that called your Markov family, I know a few, if not all, of them are vampires. No, are they the vampires that they're talking about in these letters? Probably not. I don't know. But I wanted you guys to at least know that they're players in this vampirism thing.
Ting. Damn it.
Was that the question? Your third final question?
I was sharing that with everyone else. No, it wasn't a question. I just figured I would share because maybe that will inform. They've been talking back and forth about what they should ask about the vampires. I figured maybe this information will help you guys with your question. Also, are we gonna have a break soon?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Can we, maybe, should we ask the question first or after?
That's up to you guys. The book is just open and waiting.
And who's asking the last question?
Let's just take a break. I don't.
Okay. It seems like we're all kind of unlocked at the moment.
Do we have thoughts?
Yeah.
I really
We all have
need a...
private. I've asked a question that I want to know, but I can't get it
That's
answered because I'm not the questioner.
Yeah. Maybe we take some time to get the things off the table answered, and then we can ask the last question.
Okay, we are taking a break. Chat. I'm gonna play break music so they know.
Break taking.
How else would they know if we didn't play break?
And that's...
How else could they possibly know?
This break is sponsored by Kit Kat.
Why?
No, it's not.
Stop giving away my sponsorship.
He
It's my
was.
channel.
You're trying to get.
Get demoted from your mod status.
This break is sponsored by my hatred of
I'm sorry. Why Kit Kat?
So that Nestle will send us free Kit Kat.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Oh yeah, there you go. I am sinking. Bye everyone. God, I hate this chat. It's always sinking. Boop. Well.
I'm gonna get juice.
Hello, chat. Looks like it's just me. And me alone. How y'all doing today? I assume good. Good stuff. You ready for Com Day? Oops. I'm racking my head with these questions. Which one to answer? Sorry, which one to ask, not answer. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Okay.
How do you ask?
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, by the way, Mesh, if you can get any Fair season next week, that'd be great.
You're assuming I have space. I do not have any space for tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Even tomorrow, I need space. We can't hear you, Cari.
No? Okay.
Stop swimming, Cari.
How about...
Come
How
up ahead.
about...
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, good. Sometimes I have to go in and out for some reason with these earbuds.
And out.
Discord
And in,
is
and in, and out.
doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The music
yeah,
just, like,
yes, I
sped
have
up.
no space for tomorrow. I need to do a deep dive tonight.
So I have 1,200 on my main and over 2,000 on my baby. I am desperately trying to grab
Okay.
stuff to trade.
I hate you.
No.
Mhm.
I am diligent, and I choose to get rid of stuff, unlike you. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
I have a nice snack.
Simply good. Oh, what is that? Oh, cool.
Norwegian crisp bread.
Nice.
Rob calls it my bird bird feed.
Your bird feed, yeah.
It's nice.
I must feed you your bird feed.
I've been dipping it in peanut butter for breakfast.
Hatch this during the... Oh, it's too dark. Give me a sec. Hatch this during the game. It's quite cute. So, Widow Dinosaur. I have 5 now. Actually, more common than you think.
I just realized you can hear the plastic as I'm
The
eating it.
rattling. I can hear the rattling. I can see clearly.
Dally,
now.
are you here at the moment?
Yes, I am
Cari.
here.
I have something that I'm working on for you.
Oh, really?
I spelled wrong, so I apologize.
That's amazing.
Yeah, obviously
That is
I'm like
incredible.
slowly like making it nicer, but this is like the what is it called? Like when you do like the idea first and then you, it's like the quick idea sketch.
That's so awesome. Is that going to be an emote on Rob's channel? Is that what
No, I was gonna like digitally draw it after I like get it finished on here and then just send it to you for your leisure.
That's perfect. No, I love it.
Yay!
Thank you.
I should not have put this on my paper because now there are crumbs all over my paper.
Debbie, I'll get your fear yet. I feel like I'm just scratching at the surface. Oh, that's a point. UK, please.
Right, I'm gonna have to transfer to my laptop because I'm in pain sitting here. So give me like 5-10 minutes.
Catch up.
Okay.
Catch up, Rob. No need to play. A good time of the whole week is saved.
Having a good time. Having a good time.
No need to battle for like a week.
Yeah, I have a Lickitung though. And I don't have to build it, it's already built. And I have a Salazzle already built too. So I just need a third. Just vibe with it.
Hey guys, if you download the Minecraft launcher, does it mean you've already got the game or you just got the launcher itself?
The launcher is the launcher, Goldy.
Okay, just making sure. I thought I could get it. Ah, wells.
Until you pay money.
So you can play mods with me?
Well, I was thinking it's the 15th anniversary, so they might be on sale, and it is.
Did you see the message I sent you about Dragon Age being completely free on Epic Store?
Yeet.
It's only like 25% off or some shit on Steam.
Relatively old game. Java and Bedrock. Oh, wait, no, I don't even need that. Where's the United Kingdom? There you are. $17.49. Boo.
Rob,
Can't see it. What is it?
Oh, fuck you, Mesh. I'm saying fuck you because I gave him both of them.
Yep.
Are they hundos?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did both the trades. God damn it, you stole my luck. I've had one trade per month. Stop stealing my
Hey.
trade. My trading energy.
I caught this on a
My
gotcha.
hundo.
I have given like 5 to my babies
Nice.
already.
Ooh! Oh, that's so good!
It's terrible.
Oh, wait, it's not Hundo. Okay, I thought it was Hundo.
It's not a hundo.
Sorry,
It's
I thought it was a Shundo. Okay. That's still good. It's a good looking shiny.
I didn't have the shiny and I didn't have to do anything besides turn my gotcha on, so I can't really complain.
And we're waiting for Jodie.
Yes, she's switching to
Switching, yeah.
laptop.
It's probably a bad idea to install the launcher. Oh well. Okay. All right, one last attempt.
Maefyre, is that you? Stumbling out of the cold?
Can you hear me?
We
Yes.
can hear you.
Oh, you can. Okay, I need to open up.
Goldy.
I didn't even do the exclamation point properly. Oops. That was an accident.
Out of curiosity, what kind of Goldie and I were talking on the side? What kind of blood types are you all in real life? I'm O negative.
What?
I'm really rare.
No, I don't.
I believe I'm type 0. I think.
What is your
Oh?
blood type and your social security
Yeah.
number? Just we were having a conversation earlier.
Oh, this is the wrong card.
I want to always like donate my blood because it's like the rarest blood type, and like I want to give to the people, my people.
You always get that cookie.
I
Oh,
think
looks like you already donated.
I think I'm B negative
This is a
or B
cookie.
positive. I always
Be
forget.
positive.
I always forget if I'm negative or positive, but I'm B something.
Mesh, you're definitely a negative type of person.
Yes, it's really you positive.
Yeah. Be negative like me.
I don't know my blood type.
You think with the amount of blood tests I've done over the last 5 years, especially in the last couple of weeks, that I would find out.
They don't really tell you though when you take it. They just kind of like,
Yeah,
No, they never
they never
do.
told me.
I'm gonna go in. This is gonna hurt. In out.
I think we can ask on request to the doctor,
Okay.
not
I
the
think-
blood test taker.
After
doctor,
COVID,
just
I
to be
think
clear.
there's like an app you can just like get all your medical information from.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like an app that you scan and they're scan your body's like you are. Be positive.
You're playing
Let's
too
have a
much.
look.
You're playing too many games,
Ah!
Cari. That doesn't exist yet.
It's like the Futurama.
Oh, A
bit.
minus.
It's like
Nice
a
big,
giant
Justin.
needle
More minuses.
comes out.
Okay, I'm mostly ready
My
now.
notes.
If you can hear me.
Which is also funny because like
Can
no,
you hear me?
Witchers are
No, we
funny.
can't,
They're
Jodie.
disgusting, Cari.
Is my mic low?
It's a little bit soft.
I think it's just your voice. I think you're just speaking softly. I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm not speaking. I mean, I'm a little. I'm looking a little bit louder now. Let's see if I can raise this thing here. Oh, output volume. I guess I can put that up. Now is it better?
I really should
no
my
change.
Minecraft now.
It's my output volume. Never mind. Input. Right. Or maybe I need to increase the sensitivity of this thing. Input sensitivity. Tick or just automatic? Automatic?
I was gonna say earlier, I think it's interesting that people like base personalities off of blood types because like apparently O negative personalities are like the complete opposite of my personality. It's like, whoa, you're way off base. Like that doesn't work.
Right.
Okay, I'm just going to share something with you.
My audio. I've tried it's because I'm going through the computer mic on here. I don't have like on the desktop. I have like a a separate mic, but here it's just on the laptop. I'm using the laptop mic.
Okay, well, we'll just be conscious and try not to overpower you.
Yeah. So
With that,
say it's down on that chair anymore, man. It was killing my.
And then we start screaming.
you owe me one more question.
Maefyre, it's
Oh
up to
wait,
you.
I was gonna write something too before I. Okay, can I quickly write this thing, or do you want to think of a question? Oh, I'll try and write this thing.
What do you mean by write this thing?
Nothing.
Oh.
Above you, like in the muck, you can see that it is grown dark. The sun is set.
Ooh.
Can we please ask the last question and get out of here?
Yeah. What's the question?
Waiting on you to answer. Everyone else is being forthright with their questioning so that we can all benefit from them, but you still remain secret.
I have my reasons.
And we have ours. We appreciate a little bit of team play.
Hold up a sec.
Are you asking the third question in your mind?
I'm not. So if you've got, if you have a question, I was asking if you have a question. I'm not really asking the question. I'm kind of just saying something to this entity.
Well,
She's yelling at me.
Private abuse.
I was kind of in my own mindset, so I don't even know what questions you guys asked. So I think it's up to you guys to ask the last question.
What was the one you put forth from Janus?
What's that?
What's the one you... Ed, what question did you think we should ask?
I was wanting to know what happened specifically to my family. The other was that I wanted to know, if we didn't want to ask that, if my family's spirits or the spirits of people who pass on are locked here.
You also said you wanted to know who the bloodline that turned these creatures?
Yes, but I feel fairly confident that I could find the answer on my own time. It's not a pressing need. I did get confirmation from the book as to how to solve my fever. A little bit. I need to find some expert in the swamps.
Oh, maybe the halfling.
Yes.
How's her name?
I don't remember his name. We didn't ask. Did we?
I thought he was referring to me. He's talking about me.
No, they're talking about you. You're not an expert in the swamps.
Last time I checked. I saw you trip and bury your face in the mud. I think she is an expert.
Are you an expert in swamps?
I raised an
His
eyebrow
name
at
is
comedy
P.
from-
No.
No.
That was the other
I
guy.
raised an eyebrow at the comedy coming from Chamilla.
But besides that, I think
Yeah, he didn't give us his name.
it's going to be difficult to answer any of the questions that we're gonna have. So even if it is a bad question, we should just ask it and move on.
All right.
I would like to ask actually kind of an out of left field question as to why are the waters the place that you can speak?
Is that your
be
question?
more specific and ask why the connection is stronger at the waters, because we know that we're supposed to talk to the waters because the connection to its masters is stronger. Why is the connection to its masters stronger?
I'm fine with
by
that
the water?
question. Anyone else?
Who are the masters?
Another good question.
She wants to. That's something Babala Saga specifically told us, is she wanted to know who the masters were.
Then let's just ask it.
Hey, yeah.
All right.
You were asking who my master is?
One master or many? You know, that type of thing. So who are your masters or master?
My master is a being unlike any you would recognize. It consumes planes themselves as sustenance.
Well, doesn't that sound exactly like what we need?
We don't want to be
Yep.
consumed.
No, we
I'm
need to
gonna cry foul. That did not answer the question. You didn't identify who my masters
This is
are.
true. We didn't ask what it did, we asked who it was.
Mm-hmm. You've been very elusive this entire time.
Still haven't answered
The,
the second
Vaguely,
question
you could
either.
vaguely give one of its names and we'd be like, oh, we don't know who that is.
But a name is something we can go by.
Yeah,
It's
we can at least-
information.
follow through.
To speak its name would take a millennia of your time. We exist beyond mortal realms of existence,
Does it have
beyond
a name?
mortal understanding.
If it operates in this plane, it has something that identifies itself as. What is that name?
At this time, the book kind of snaps shut and falls back into Maefyre's bag, and you feel a shape kind of emerging. You can see it through the ground, through the water all around you, through this not completely solid soil. You see a massive being You can tell that it's looking at you.
Just to remind everybody else, we saw the same thing in the pool, where we originally talked.
It swims closer to you, deep below.
Janus is gonna speak up and say, "Are you beyond the gods?"
The book is silent. This creature swims deeper away, no longer visible.
Do we have like a body structure? Was it like a squiddy? Or
Give me a perception.
okay, perception. Shit. That's terrible. 5.
No, but it was familiar to you.
Familiar. To whom specifically? Was it just to Mesh?
To Mesh, yes.
Okay.
Alright, you guys want to take a look around for anything useful in their lair, or before we go?
Yes, let's look around and see if there's anything.
Well, we should make it quick. I don't want to travel around in the dark.
It's
Fine.
dark.
Is there
Prolonged darkness.
I'll assist whoever is trying. Wait, are we going by the rule where you need proficiency to assist, or is it?
What are you? Sorry, I missed what you're trying to do.
Look around the lair for anything useful.
We see the 5 corpses.
Can I
whole
stop
bunch of muck.
the vials of those corpses, actually? Just to kind of continue the work that was started from the previous person.
Stopper the vials?
Stopper vials of their blood.
Oh yeah, you can grab some of their blood.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
It's like a black, viscous substance. Kind of reminds you of mud that has like a reddish tint to it.
Who's good at investigation? I'm not.
That's my thing.
I'm good
built
at
intelligence.
investigation.
What's your?
What are you looking for here?
4.
That's mine too.
Any?
And I have advantage on a lot of stuff for
Okay.
investigation sometimes as well.
I'll assist.
Yeah.
What are we looking
What
for?
are you looking for in particular?
Anything useful, like it's a lair, so they would have like loot and weapons or something somewhere, right?
They're vampires. They're the weapon.
They could
How
still
about-
have human forms to use stuff with.
There isn't much around here. It would. You kind of think you've already seen kind of seen their kill room. This was more like inner sanctum that would be
This is their resting place. Yeah.
Right.
as holy as possible and kept as pure to them as possible.
Right.
Maybe we can ask, because this place has been lifted, is or let me see if I can get in character a little bit here. Maefyre, I believe that the curse, not only the curse has been lifted, but some sort of blockage spiritually, or maybe perhaps some divine blocking has been lifted here. Is there any rituals that you're aware of that we could maybe reconsecrate this place away from that, or block it from being used as one of these pits of vampiric influence again?
Reconsecrate?
Yeah, do you know of any rituals or
well, in the name of my god, I could perform a ritual, certainly, to cleanse the area and to see that undead remain undead. Or, well, the thing is, it's not a guarantee. The area will remain. Let's just say they could regroup somewhere else, but not here.
Well, then we don't have to waste our time with it if you think that that's best. Just leave it as is. I do need to seek an expert in the swamps, so we might need to go find that halfling again.
Renok and Maefyre would both recognize that this area was desecrated, which is kind of, it means the area is just open to perverse evil. And you would also kind of detect that it has now been lifted. It's not consecrated like the far good side of the spectrum. It's closer to just neutral.
Yeah, so like out of character, like Maefyre's abilities is not like I don't think I can really stop something like.
Yeah, Rob knows that.
that.
Rob knows that. This is just pure Janus flavor. Like asking if there's anything we can do in character. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that, I mean, I tried to add some flavor, saying that.
Yeah, it works.
Maybe I'm not sure.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if they couldn't just go somewhere else. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Grim, are you doing okay? Would you guys mind a quick detour for this illness to be remedied, and then we can maybe return to Babala Saga for our reward?
Are you still like throwing up and stuff?
Like I've probably not got enough food to throw up at this point, so I just look very ill.
Right, you probably dehydrated.
Like we're basically done with fighting and kind of calmed down and done some pretty light walking, and I'm just drenched in sweat.
Okay, yeah.
Hot fever.
I think Janus is dehydrated.
I won't be able to walk very much longer until we can get some assistance.
City is close by.
Yeah.
The halfling city is close by.
I probably used like precipitation to cool down a rag and tie it to your forehead to chill you down a bit.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'll stand near Renok just in case.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Renok, can you give Janus a hand?
I'll just put an arm on your shoulder to kind of like balance a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where we go?
Renok, you're also gonna notice that despite like my build being very like lithe and lean, Janus is like built less like a fighter and more like how would I put it, like a gymnast.
Lean.
He's muscly.
He's very, very flexible, kind of like built for speed. Yeah.
I'm going to say it now. Once we start moving, I'm just going to tell my Nothek to just pay attention to anything that's around, any kind of movement, just to alert us, since it has a pretty good perception.
Sorry, did you say go ahead of us?
No. Like when we start moving, I'm just saying in advance now. I'm going to tell the Nothek to just pay attention to any movement around us, so we don't get surprised.
Oh, okay.
Just to alert us.
Could it?
In my In my head right now, though, you guys are still in this cave. Maybe you've headed towards the way you came in, but you're still looking up through this portal. It's pitch black above.
Oh, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime.
Oh, okay. So it's already completely. Yes. Are we out of the cave yet, or can we come out of the cave?
Yeah, you can get out. It seems to. You touch this little tunnel of water, and it sucks you upward and spits you out onto the surface.
Are we still in the swamp?
I will transform into Chamilla, so I don't have to trudge through the swamp.
Can we? Are we able to travel to the nearest dry land area?
We're headed to the halfling. The halfling that we met earlier. He has a hut close by, and he's a apothecary
sure.
person.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
I have an idea. Janus, do not take this the wrong way. Would you be okay if you want to ride me? If you're more comfortable with that?
He does the thing where it takes him a little bit to figure out you're talking to him. And then he asks you to ask the question again. You ask it again, and he's like, I suppose. He's delirious now.
Yeah, it might be easier to get you off your feet. All right, I'm gonna transform back into a wolf, to a bear. Sorry, a wolf bear.
Bear wolf bear.
I suppose this time you can actually all see my transformation.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to get you back onto the swamp map, but it ain't working.
It's okay. We don't really need it as long as we have a general direction we want to go.
I think, as my bat form, I'm going to flutter over and land on your head and ride.
I'm going to lean back. Hopefully you'll get on with your foot on. Once I feel that you're perfect, I'm going to get up and start moving.
So we got a bear and a bat.
And a Nothic. Don't forget the Nothic.
I'm also going to while I'm holding on to your back, I'm going to unsheath one of my swords and kind of just use it like a torchlight. It's kind of lighting our path a little bit.
I hop away from it.
Yeah, it's very radiant.
You can hear me go, maybe also slide to a sharp object near me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bugs and other insects are gathering towards this light in the swamp. It is drawing a lot of attention. But the house where you're trying to go is somewhere to the south of you. It'll probably take about an hour to trudge through the swamps to get there.
I probably have 10
hour in here.
I probably have 10 or 20 minutes of armor of Agathis, so you just see flies sitting on me and just falling off cold.
You have the zapping noise as well?
Yeah. Don't go towards the light.
You're the Nothic, Renok. It's tapping you and pointing at the light, and then just gesturing in every direction that there's movement.
Okay, that's fine. Because usually when there's a problem, it'll point in one direction, because that's the big one coming at us.
Yeah, I'll sheath the sword if I see this thing poking him. I feel like I would be oh, it's just bothering the Nothic. I'll just put it away. Make it a mancy.
No, he's fine. He's just doing as he's told.
Just
Who is leading the way through the swamp?
Not us.
Survival is not my thing.
Renok, you can lead and I can do survival on your back if you want. Kind of
all right. All right, cool. And then nothing can be next. So there's a bit of a wall.
Yeah.
Who's riding the Nothic? Because I think I should ride the Nothic.
No one. It's that.
Oh, the Nothic. No, never mind.
you. Cari can because she's small enough, but actually no.
Yeah.
I'm small. I'm tiny.
She's a bat. You're not tiny. You're small.
I'm not smaller than a bat. That's true, but I can still. I'm small enough to get on that Nothic.
I'm not on the Nothic though. I'm on the bear.
This goddamn sludge is up to my waist.
Wait, Jodie, the Nothic will do as he's told, but anything else, it will act according to what it's supposed to act like. So if you get on its back and no one told him to do that, he might just throw you off.
I don't want to get thrown off.
He probably will, because you jump on someone's back. What do you think you're gonna do? Seismic toss you.
No, I want you to allow me to get onto the Nothic. Well,
I'm
normally
gonna speak.
Normally you'd carry me through this mud, but you're helping Janus. So who's helping me?
Renok and Janus, I need a survival check whenever you.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're not sick.
All right, I'll roll with advantage.
And the Nothic is.
Says the bat in her head.
I'm slow.
The Nothic is keep. Okay, tell you what, get on me. Just get on my back. You're fine. I forgot in the swamp you needed help. Just get on the back.
9 survival. Terrible.
Grab my fluffy butt and hang on for dear life. I promise
roll my
I won't
DM
fall.
dice when I'm playing.
The fluffy butt. I get on
You wander in the darkness,
Please don't fire, please don't
kind
fire.
of heading in the right direction. You hear noises all around, creatures moving, unhappy that they're being disturbed in the early evening hours. Nothing attacks you, but after about an hour and a half, 2 hours,
Hold on.
you don't really know where you are anymore.
Chamilla, can you go up and make sure we can see the light from his heart or something? Maybe smoke.
for some reason.
I fly up. I do have advantage on perception checks, but that's not survival. I don't. Well, survival is a perception check, right? Could I try to see if I can go up in the air and see if I can spot a hut?
You fly high up in the air, and you see nothing but blackness all around.
Okay, if Janus can get his layout again, maybe I can ask the Nothic to track our tracks, so we can literally walk our way back out. Like, maybe you can figure out a way. If we backtrack enough and then find our actual original tracks and we can lead ourselves out, it'll take more time, but we'll find our way out.
Well, this might be a good time to call the session, as now you are lost at midnight in a swamp,
Great.
annoying every creature around
We
you.
have to get back to the hut, guys.
Yeah, making all
At
kinds
least
of
I'm
bad
not walking
decisions.
in the mud anymore. I'm on Renok's back.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna need to close the stream here. I'm so tired, man.
Me too.
Thank you
Me
guys
and
so much
Dream are
for
the only
tuning
ones.
in. This is session number 7, according to my records there. We'll see you guys next week, maybe. There is no session for D&D tomorrow. And then, so the next D&D will be on Saturday with this session again, if Chef is available and we're available to run it. And then the capstone, hopefully, the capstone for the other session will be on that Sunday.
We're gonna die.
No, we'll be fine.
We have no way to survive.
There's a very good chance I'll still be streaming this week, but I'm working out some stuff with Leo to see if we can do some Yu-Gi-Oh streams, but I might still do some stuff for Pokemon Go. We'll see. I've got 2 Pokemon already built, so I can just build one and fuck around.